Hey everyone, and welcome back to Storytime. My name is Jake, and today we're looking at the subreddit r/todayimessedup. If you guys want to submit stories of your own, then I've actually just released a Discord where you can send in your own stories for me to read out. But without any further ado, let's sit back, relax, and enjoy some funny Reddit stories. Today I messed up by sending nudes to my employee group chat. Well, I recently started a new job about 5 to 6 months ago, doing some tech work, trying not to be too specific. With that being said, I'm pretty young, 24, definitely the youngest that works there by far. I also mostly work with other men, 30 to 40. We have a group me for the store I work at, which includes the owner, the manager, and 5 to 6 other employees. The previous night I had been feeling a little frisky and decided to take some pictures and videos for the guy that I was with at the time. No biggie, right? The next morning I had work. Go in as normal. Pretty busy day actually. Noon rolls around, and I needed to post a picture to the GroupMe about an issue I was having with the computer I was working on. I typed what I needed to say and clicked the camera roll icon, and just as I clicked the picture, a customer came up and started asking me a question. I hit send without thinking, and go on about my day. I should also probably say that by this time I was working alone and closing, so no one else was around. The customer who came in kept me pretty busy for about 30 to 45 minutes. When they finally left, I went to check my phone and saw that I had a bunch of missed calls from my boss. At first, I thought he was just calling me about the question I had. While the phone was ringing, I went back to look at the GroupMe. To my horror, I clicked not just a picture from the night before, but the whole damn video. My heart dropped. Instantly, when I realized what had happened, my boss picked up the phone. He began questioning me about what my intentions were with the video, and that he's never had anyone do such a disrespectful act in the company before. I tried to explain, but needless to say, that was my last day working there. Lol. On the bright side, the co-worker I had a crush on finally got his attention. I also just want to mention that this post has 60,000 likes in like 17 hours, so that many people have heard about this story, oh no. Today I messed up when I adjusted my bra in front of a cute guy. I am cringing while writing this. I was going to the library to study. I'm in college, yay. And I saw this cute guy as I'm walking in. I was thinking, hot damn, he fine. But I didn't think he saw me, so I sat down at the table that was empty. It's early morning on a Friday, so no one was there. I was in a rush to leave dorms, so my bra was not fitting right at all. Too much information, but basically only 40% of my left boob was actually in the bra. Since the library room I was in was basically empty, I had the bright idea to, with both hands, grab my bra, through my shirt, don't worry, and hitch it up. I can't exaggerate this enough. This was not a sly fixing of the strap, or a gentle adjusting of a side boob. I was fondling myself. Literally, as I'm grabbing my breasts, the cute boy, who was still deciding where to sit, chose to walk back in my direction and saw the whole thing, which I only realized when I looked up. Then, he chose to sit next to me? I don't know why. Do boys find girls who viciously yank at their bras in libraries on Friday mornings attractive? But I was so embarrassed at this point, and my face was hot. I didn't even look at him. He kept sneaking glances at me, and I have no idea what he was thinking. That I was a psycho? That he had to sit in that seat because it was too late to turn back? I don't know. Anyway, to add to this, my stomach kept rumbling in the quiet library. It's at that point that I decided I had to get out of there. And of course, I tripped as I tried to stand. Anyway, that's me. This is my life. Thoughts? Comments? Help? Today I messed up by forgetting I pranked my friend and accidentally giving him mild depression. Back when I was in uni, my best friend James and I used to always try prank each other creatively by getting on each other's Facebooks and social media. Think things like messaging our friends with odd messages, trying to sell them a ridiculous pyramid scheme, changing each other's profile picture, etc. You get the idea. One day near the end of my final year, we are in his room about to go out for a night out, and James goes to the bathroom, leaving his laptop unlocked, with Facebook logged in. I take this as my opportunity to execute my latest master plan. I was going to change his post settings on Facebook to only me, i.e. his post would be invisible to anyone else, and post something outrageous and completely inappropriate, knowing he has his family on Facebook. Plan was that he would come in, see the post and freak out / get super angry, for me to reveal the gaffe to him and have a laugh. However, I only managed to execute the first part of my plan, i.e. changing the setting to only me, before he came back into the room, and I had to quickly exit Facebook to avoid being found out. Now, the mess up was that when we went out, got quite drunk, came back home, and I completely forgot about this prank. Fast forward to almost a year later, my friend is still at uni, doing a master's degree, while I have moved to another city and started working. I should add that James is a big time electric guitar player, and in the last year got into recording videos of himself and posting them on YouTube and social media. He messages me one day asking what I thought of his latest video on Facebook. I went to his page and noticed there was no post. In fact, there were no posts for around a year. I call him and tell him there's no post, to which he says that can't be. I posted it yesterday and I'm looking at the post now. I'm on the phone with him when it suddenly just clicks, and I am immediately mortified. This entire time, I had left the only me setting on, and he hadn't realised. I hang up to compose myself before calling him back and telling him the truth. For the last year or so, he'd been posting several videos and had received 0 likes or comments. He had taken most of his previous videos down, had wondered why nobody liked his videos, if people just hated him since most of his friends graduated, if he was really crap at guitar. One thing he told me in particular was particularly heartbreaking. I often laid awake at night thinking about this. I don't want to use the term depression too loosely, but it really affected him, and he considered going for counselling. Luckily, he was good about it and didn't hold a grudge, and now we laugh about it. Bought him a lot of drinks next time I saw him though. Edit. I should add that I was of course extremely apologetic and remorseful after this happened, and still feel terrible when I think about it. He understandably was angry at first, but realised it was completely accidental and was just a stupid, colossal mess up. The quote-unquote reveal itself was over 6 months ago. I was reminded earlier today when I saw an obvious, stupid Facebook prank. We still talk almost daily, and he is staying with me until he finds a flat once he moves to the same city as me for work in a couple of weeks. We'll make sure to keep my laptop locked though. Just to clarify, he wasn't just starting to play guitar. He played since he was a kid and is genuinely a great guitar player. During his masters, he started filming cover videos / recordings as a hobby. His videos now get several likes and complimentary comments. Imagine if I was uploading these videos and didn't realise they were all private and I was like, why aren't they getting views? Oh, that would completely suck. Today I messed up by not wearing underwear to work. This definitely happened today, though I wish it hadn't. A bit of a backstory. This morning, the apartment's fire alarm went off, so we all had to clear out for a bit. In my haste, I skipped putting on underwear. I decided to take a nap a while later, and when I woke up, I decided to just go to work without remedying the underwear situation. It's only a 5-hour shift, I thought. It'll be fine. I get to work, everything is fine. Happy hour starts. We're prepared for the worst. I'm sipping my water in the back briefly and reach down to adjust myself. Imagine my horror when I touch my entire ball sack. I've never been so alarmed to touch my own balls. My pants, at some point, had ripped clean down the middle, and the boys were all out and about. I had to explain that I was having a wardrobe emergency and ran to call my roommate, who thankfully showed up with a new pair of pants and underwear. It was a long 45 minutes, and I just had to pretend my balls weren't enjoying the draft. Today I messed up by being too good at my job. So this happened over the last month and a half, coming to a head yesterday. I started a new job, admin, about a month and a half ago. I do pretty basic administrative work. Check deposits, filing, follow-ups, etc. It's a full-time gig, and it might take me half of the day to do all my duties. I don't know who had this job last, but they messed around a lot. I try to mess around and I still get things done super fast. This has led to frustration for me and my supervisor, because I run out of things to do, and I have to interrupt her work so she can find things for me to do. By the way, I'm not the kind of person where I enjoyed being paid to do nothing. Sure, it's nice on occasion, but not half of the day every single day. Fast forward to yesterday, I ask my supervisor if there was anything I could work on, and she asks me to shut her door. She asks me how I feel about getting my hours cut. Not just by a few hours, she's thinking me being there 25 hours per week. That's significant. Moral of the story, don't do your best because you will get punished for it. Edit. Thank you to everyone on the real world advice. It does suck, but that's the way it goes, I suppose. My boss called me into his office to talk about the situation. He firstly apologised for suggesting hours being cut before they had a game plan. He made it very clear that he and his company appreciates my work ethic and initiative, and that they do not want to lose me as an employee. Apparently, when they hired me on, there was originally going to be more work duties for me, but for some reason, out of his control, that didn't happen. They are going to merge me with another area so I can fulfill a normal working week, not have hours cut, and most importantly, keep my pay. What would have been great was if the supervisor said, "How do I feel about getting my hours cut?" and she just replied, "No thanks," and then they just went on the day. Hey everyone, I hope you're all having a really good day and that you enjoyed that video. If you did, then please do consider subscribing so that you never miss out on another video. If you want to submit your own stories, then please do join the Discord down below, and if you want to see some other videos, then click on screen right now. But for now, thank you again, and I will see you tomorrow.